Okay, here I am today in my garden here in Kentucky, and I'm going to show you guys some stuff I'm growing here. Yeah, I got some nice watermelons. Yeah, I had one that was even bigger, but I think a slug invaded my garden and took some bites out of it, so I had to cut that off. I've actually cut back a lot of this foliage. For some reason, a lot of it's died, as you can see up on the trellis. I got a lot of blossoms right there. Some cantaloupe blossoms. My strawberries. Yeah, I've found strawberries, no matter, how dense the soil, how loose the soil, how dry it gets, how wet they get, they just seem to thrive no matter what. And they've produced quite prolifically. I've had tons and tons of strawberries. And well, except for when the rabbits that live around here, they like to come and take little nibbles off of them. And I actually I was actually thinking for a little while I was gonna put up a little electric fence around this thing, but my wife, she kind of freaked out when I told her that, because she loves animals so much. But no, I think what I'm gonna have to end up doing is putting, just a little blockade around this thing, just a little barrier. And I just have this one tomato plant, and I literally planted this thing just 2 weeks ago, and it was literally half as tall as this and half as wide as this. And now it is about 2.5 feet tall, and its roots, as you can see, have already, gone way down deep in there, for just being in the ground for literally just a couple of weeks. And, all these little tomatoes popped up, all these little blossoms. And then this actually kind of an experiment. I took the top off of a pineapple and I stuck it in the ground just about a month ago, and it has already rooted. I'm actually putting quite a bit of force pulling on it, but it is not one to go anywhere. Yeah, I was really surprised. I really thought it took a lot longer than that to root. But no, it hasn't. It's my old pineapple plant. Pull out these little weeds here. And yeah, I actually saw a video of this one girl post a video on YouTube. She's also from Kentucky. And she grows a lot of different tropical plants in pots as well. And she actually has a few in the ground planted on her property. She actually, it was really surprising to me. She has a papaya tree that's been surviving in Kentucky. I'm guessing it's some kind of hardy, really cold hardy papaya. Even though the past few years here, it really hasn't gotten below 30 degrees. It's really been really warm. I know last winter it didn't even snow one day here. And so I'm kind of hoping this pineapple plant's gonna thrive with the climate change and all, and end up doing pretty well, hopefully. And it has jalapenos right here, some nice peppers, and this is a banana pepper plant, and I just got my first little blossoms on it. And this main raspberry plant right here, it actually died, but some suckers have shot up. I'm not sure if raspberries only fruits for one season, or if they keep fruiting. I'm not sure. And then the suckers just pop up and they grow those. But that is the case here. And this actually cantaloupe vine has used the old raspberry plant as a trellis here. And got some little blueberry bushes right here. They actually made a huge amount of fruits over the spring. I think. Yep. Then I got some sweet potatoes. And I actually just planted a little old baby red potato right there, a couple of them. They have sprouted up quite nice. You know, this is the first time I've grown sweet potatoes. I have no clue when these things are ready to be pulled up, you know, when they're a good size underground. But this, if any of you guys could comment and let me know, this plant's actually about 1.5 feet long. It's my longest one, so, you know, maybe it is ready to pull up, but I'm not sure. I just want to let it grow a little more. To my cantaloupe and watermelon going all the way up, over 2 feet up on this trellis right here. And I'll take you guys over here. And here is one of my favorite trees on my whole property. This is a brown turkey fig tree. And I love growing figs. You know, they taste great. They do really good in all sorts of environments. I know this one, it's hardy to zone 6, I believe. You know, all the way up to Illinois. You know, it's just about as hardy as Chicago hardy figs are, I believe. But they're also good in subtropical climates, you know, all the way down to Florida. You know, they're good in more arid climates. These figs actually don't like to be watered too much. You know, they're from the Mediterranean and the Middle East. So, you know, they're used to, you know, pretty long dry seasons. So they could take going without rain quite good. And when you plant these, you definitely don't want to overwater them. You know, even this tree, it's about, you know, I'm not sure how old it is. I just got it out of nursery in the spring a few months back. But, yeah, it's about 3 feet tall. You know, it's got some nice new growth there. I actually thought this tree had died from overwatering because 1 week it rained every single day. This plant lost its leaves, and you know, I was really surprised and glad to see new growth shoot up, some new shoots right there. And when it does on a fig tree, to control their growth, if you want to, you definitely want to pinch the leaves. You know, now pinching, you know, it's not just like taking the leaves and doing that. It's actually taking a leaf, you know, small little new growth right here, and actually breaking it off like that, and you see the white sap. It's gonna drip out right there, but that doesn't hurt the plant at all. It's gonna make new growth, and it'll actually improve your chances to get more fruit on it like this. I only got a few figs on here right now, you know, just little itty bitty small ones. You know, when I planted this, I wasn't that experienced, you know, so I didn't make the drainage really great. You know, I didn't put compost and worm castings in it, but I tried to make up for that. You know, I put a good layer of mulch on, and underneath that, I put some worm castings and a little bit of compost and some sand, and this tree has done quite a bit better. And I'll just show you one more thing. These are my goji berry plants, and I was so surprised. You know, I heard that these guys take years and years to fruit, but this itty bitty plant actually has some blossoms already on it, and they are literally just 6 months old, and already, you know, they're doing great. And goji berries, you know, they're super hardy, super cold hardy. Really drought tolerant, you know, and they could take conditions where it rains more too as well. And you know, they could take full-on sun, you know, hot desert heat, you know, really cold winters. You know, they're really great plants. And you know, the berries, they're not the best tasting berries in the world, you know, like a raspberry or a strawberry, but you know, they're really great dried. They're full of antioxidants, And they're actually one of the most nutritionally dense berries in the whole world. You know, they're really good for you. They actually have, I think, anti-cancer properties in them. So yeah, I love growing these. Anyways, I just want to take you guys on a tour of my garden, or my garden and the rest of the plants out of my used 2-acre land here. And just planting a new grapevine right over there on the fence of my neighbor's. This little makeshift fence. Now, got another big grapevine right here that's been doing really great this summer. Planting another raspberry plant right there. And just stay tuned for my next video I'm going to be making here in a couple days. Going to be showing you guys how to grow different kinds of passion fruit by seed, and everything that goes along with that. So just thanks for watching this video, and just watch my next one. Thanks.